Hey everyone! Welcome to Update X24H, your go-to channel for the latest news, hottest dramas, breaking stories, and all the buzz from the world of entertainment. We're here to keep you updated, entertained, and always in the loop. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing family, because here at Update X24H, we bring you the news that matters, the drama you love, and the stories you can't miss. Thanks for being part of our community. Let's stay connected, stay updated, and keep the good vibes rolling. They wear the same clothes. They wave the same way. They even make the same faces when no one's watching. Coincidence? Or a silent confession of love? Welcome back to Update X24H, the place where we uncover the stories they don't want you to know. Today we dive deep into a mystery that has shaken the C entertainment fandom. Are Zhao Lusi and Chen Zheyuan secretly in a relationship? The internet is buzzing, and the evidence is stacking up. Let's break it down. Zhao Lusi and Chen Zheyuan are not just rising stars in the Chinese entertainment industry. They represent a new wave of talent that has captured the imagination of audiences both domestically and internationally. At first glance, they may seem like just another pair of successful young actors, but their careers, public personas, and on-screen chemistry reveal something far more compelling. Zhao Lusi, known for her bright screen presence and emotionally resonant performances, has quickly become one of the most recognized faces in Chinese dramas. From her breakout roles in The Romance of Tiger and Rose to Love Like the Galaxy, she has consistently portrayed characters who are full of life, vulnerability, and strength. What sets her apart is her ability to bring a natural, relatable warmth to every character, making audiences feel like they know her beyond the screen. She represents a blend of traditional beauty and modern independence, an icon for a new generation of viewers. Chen Zheyuan, on the other hand, carries a quiet intensity. With his strong performance in Hidden Love, he brought a depth to the role of Duan Jiaxu that felt raw, authentic, and deeply human. Unlike many of his peers, Chen's appeal lies not just in his looks, but in the way he builds emotion subtly, often letting silence or a single glance say more than words ever could. His acting style suggests someone who listens deeply, feels intensely, and carries that into the roles he takes on. When Zhao Lusi and Chen Zheyuan came together in Hidden Love, something rare happened. A natural, unforced chemistry that made audiences believe in their story. Their scenes together didn't feel performed, they felt lived. And that's what truly ignited the interest around their off-screen dynamic. These are two individuals who, on their own, represent strength, talent, and charisma. But together, they seem to amplify each other's presence in a way that feels undeniable. In an industry where image is often manufactured, Zhao Lusi and Chen Zheyuan offer a glimpse of authenticity, whether intentional or not. Their synergy has become impossible to ignore, and perhaps that's why the question of their real-life connection has become one of the most intriguing stories in Chinese entertainment today. Fashion in the world of celebrities is rarely accidental. Every outfit, every accessory, every shade and pattern is carefully chosen, either to send a message or to protect one. When two high-profile actors like Zhao Lusi and Chen Zheyuan are seen wearing nearly identical clothing, it inevitably invites speculation. But what makes this case especially captivating is not just the matching clothes themselves, but the subtle emotional undertone behind the repetition. On separate occasions, both Zhao Lusi and Chen Zheyuan were photographed wearing a bold zebra-striped shirt with red floral prints. The shirt, striking in both design and statement, wasn't just another trendy piece, it was a fashion moment. On Chen Zheyuan, it carried an effortlessly cool, laid-back vibe, his presence calm yet magnetic. Zhao Lusi's appearance, though in a slightly different setting and possibly a variant of the design, carried a similar energy. Confident, casual, yet unmistakably styled to draw attention without screaming for it. The visual similarity was enough to spark conversation, but it's what the similarity implied that deepened the intrigue. Celebrities with separate teams of stylists rarely cross into overlapping aesthetic territory unless there's a coordinated message or an unspoken connection. Was this a coincidence? Or was it a soft, subtle nod to something shared privately? There's a quiet intimacy in dressing alike, especially when it's done in a way that isn't performative. It suggests familiarity, a shared space, a glimpse into a world that isn't meant to be public. Matching fashion has long been a silent language between couples, an echo of emotional synchronicity rather than coincidence. When fans spotted the similarities in Zhao Lusi and Chen Zheyuan's outfits, they didn't just see fashion. They sensed alignment, a potential thread between their personal and public lives. And perhaps that's the beauty of it. In a world where stars carefully construct their every move, this shared fashion moment feels like something real. Whether it was a conscious gesture or an unconscious alignment, the result is the same. It made people look twice. It made people feel. And in the often overexposed world of celebrity, that kind of subtlety is what makes their connection feel so much more intimate. Gestures are the silent language of the heart, often more honest than words, more telling than interviews. In the case of Zhao Lusi and Chen Zheyuan, a simple act, waving to the public, has become a quiet whisper of connection that fans can't help but notice. The way they both lift their right hands, palm open, wrist straight, fingers slightly relaxed, and pair it with a modest, almost shy smile, is not just a polite response to flashing cameras. It's a reflection of something more delicate, more personal. These identical gestures, captured in moments apart yet hauntingly similar, reveal a shared rhythm that feels too precise to be purely coincidental. In an industry where stars are trained to present themselves flawlessly, there's still something inherently unique in how each individual expresses warmth or acknowledgement. And yet, in watching Lusi and Zheyuan, one can't help but feel that their expressions are in sync. Not staged, but intuitively mirrored. It's the kind of thing people in close emotional orbit do without realizing. They start to echo each other's body language, mirror each other's subtle habits, as if unconsciously tuned to the same emotional frequency. What makes this parallel even more intriguing is the context. These gestures are not part of a scripted role or a rehearsed red carpet pose. They occur in candid, unscripted interactions on the street, at airports, leaving buildings, where the lines between persona and person begin to blur. In those fleeting seconds, captured by a lens but never meant to be choreographed, they behave not like two actors maintaining image, but like two people connected by something real. Perhaps it's just the way they've both learned to manage fame. Perhaps it's comfort, habit, or something deeper, something shared in quiet, private spaces. But to those who observe closely, their gestures aren't just identical, they are intimate. And in a world obsessed with grand declarations and online confessions, this kind of quiet symmetry speaks even louder. It speaks of familiarity, of unspoken understanding, and of two lives moving in parallel, not by accident but by invisible choice. There is something profoundly revealing in the way people express themselves when they think no one is watching. Facial expressions, especially those born from spontaneous emotion rather than a scripted moment, carry the rawest trace of who we are beneath the surface. In recent months, fans have uncovered an uncanny resemblance between Zhao Lusi and Chen Zheyuan. Not in words, not in public statements, but in the smallest, most telling moments. Their playful, almost childlike expressions. In separate photos shared online, both actors are seen puffing their cheeks in a pout, their eyes rounded in mock frustration or teasing amusement. It's a pose that feels unguarded, deeply natural, and oddly familiar. These are not gestures reserved for official appearances or press shoots. They are more often seen in the kind of selfies one shares with someone they trust. That's what makes these images so powerful. They don't speak to performance. They speak to personality, to shared humor, to a likeness that feels quietly cultivated over time. Expressions like these, the small smiles, the exaggerated pouts, the almost instinctive tilts of the head, are not things people learn from scripts. They are reflections of who they are when they are being themselves. When two people begin to adopt the same emotional cues, even unconsciously, it suggests something deeper than coincidence. It implies closeness, emotional alignment, and in many cases, a kind of mimicry that stems from shared moments no one else sees. It is within this subtlety that the most convincing hints live, not in the loud declarations, but in the gentle echo of one person's habits reflected in another. The puffed cheeks may seem like a light-hearted gesture, but for fans who have followed both stars closely, it's a sign delicate, unspoken, but full of intimacy. Perhaps they are inside jokes captured at the perfect moment. Perhaps they are the result of time spent behind closed doors, growing familiar with one another's quirks. Or perhaps they're just two people whose hearts move in quiet harmony, revealed not through words but in the way they smile when they think the world isn't paying attention. Their interactions during Hidden Love already sparked countless shipper edits and CP fan theories. But recent behind-the-scenes footage, fan cams, and social media sightings suggest that the connection didn't fade with the show's final episode. Zhao Lusi has been more private than ever, while Zheyuan avoids romantic rumors, yet both seem to share an unspoken rhythm in fashion, behavior, and public aura. Under every new post, the comments explode with, "This is more than a coincidence. Are they soft-launching a relationship? The shirt is proof enough. Come on." Some fans argue it's just fan service. Others believe it's a well-kept secret finally leaking through the cracks. Here's the truth. No confirmation has been made from either side. Neither their agencies nor the actors themselves have spoken about a romantic relationship. But if we look at the patterns, it's hard to ignore the consistency. Same outfits, same gestures, same energy. When celebrities become this in sync outside of their work, there's usually more to the story. Whether it's love, deep friendship, or fan-driven illusion, something is definitely going on. At UpdateX24H, we never claim without evidence, but we connect the dots others overlook. Are Zhao Lusi and Chen Zheyuan just friends who happen to do everything in sync? Or are they giving us the softest soft launch in C entertainment history? Direct hit comment below and tell us your take. Do you believe they're dating? Do you want them to be? Or is it just another internet theory that got out of hand? If you enjoyed this deep dive, please don't forget to white heavy check mark like this video. White heavy check mark subscribe to UpdateX24H for more exclusive C entertainment stories. White heavy check mark turn on the bell icon so you don't miss the next big reveal. Speech balloon drop your thoughts in the comments. We read them all. Until next time, this is UpdateX24H, bringing you what's real, what's trending, and what's worth watching. Movie camera, stay curious, stay connected, stay updated.